All of it.
Yeah, it's true.
I don't get on the Vlad bandwagon
Mm.
because I have personal issues with Vlad.
You?
Yeah.
Over what?
He just hasn't been loyal to me as an acquaintance, a business partner, or not a partner, a business acquaintance, a friend, a homie, an industry, ally, whatever you want to call it.
Yeah.
He just ain't kept it real with me. So in order not
In
to...
what sense? What do you mean? Where you've worked together before or something?
Yes, long ago, before there was a such thing as Vlad TV.
Because he was a DJ before?
The Butcher.
Yeah, the mixtapes and shit.
And I brought him to the hood.
Right.
Not my hood in particular, but to South Central, H.R. Gangster Hood. And gave him some raw footage. I was just fresh signed to G-Unit. And, you know, we was cool.
Right.
And then once I did that, upon his request for him, the time came where I asked him to host a mixtape for me. And his response was, I don't feel comfortable doing that because I'm down with Black Wallstreet.
Oh.
Yeah, so he implicated himself and all that shit, right? So that was weird to me because that's whatever, but I left it at that. But then at one point, down the
weird
line,
though, innit? It's a bit weird.
It was extremely weird.
Because he's a white guy, not from LA. You can be impartial.
And you know how recently we had just did our content.
Yeah.
It was like, not that, and we didn't have no problem. That was weird. But anyway, it's cool. I wasn't tripping like that, but it was like, fuck him at that point. But then subsequently down the line, I ended up getting on the phone with him because me and 40 Glock had a project.
Oh yeah.
And 40 Glock he was cool with Vlad. He wanted Vlad to promote it. And he was like, I'm like, man, fuck Vlad.
Yeah.
And he was like, nah, man. So I told him.
He rocked with him, innit?
Yeah, especially at that point. I don't know about now, but at that point, they was tight. So I didn't really want to fuck with Vlad. And then 40 like convinced me to get on the phone with Vlad. And we spoke. And Vlad gave me a very patronizing apology. But we got over it at that point. I accepted it.
He did it.
I accepted it. I thought we was cool. We didn't have much interaction or correspondence though. And then 2017, I did a Doggy Diamond interview. And
Doggy, man. Doggy's a dog.
Yeah, shout out Doggy
Dope
Diamond.
interviewer, man.
Yeah, he a legend out here.
Yeah,
shout out to M-Rec too, man.
M-Rec as well. They had that whole shit.
Yeah, but right after I did that, I got an email from Vlad TV saying they saw the Doggy Diamond interview and they were interested in interviewing me.
Okay, all of a sudden.
Yeah, I didn't mind. It's okay. It's cool. I simply responded with Vlad himself and some question marks.
Yeah.
And then I didn't get no response to the point where I'm like,
he's gonna get a worker, innit?
Yeah, I'm like, man, what's going on? So a couple weeks went by. I hit them up like, hey, what up? They said, we not interested at this time. That was in 2017.
Mind games, bro. Yeah. That's mind games.
It's cool. I ain't tripping. I wouldn't give a fuck about nobody platform that doesn't desire me to be there. It's just ironic that we have a history that we've never had a clash or nothing. And he switched up. That's just weird to me.
That is weird, bro.
Yeah.
You know what you did though? You did the salesman tactic.
How's that?
You know, like you know when someone asks you a question and you give them a question back. It's like, you know, like the rebuttal would be like, they're used to people saying hell yeah because their platform's so big. You're like, with Vlad himself.
Right.
And they couldn't answer that right there. The answer might turn you off. You might be like, yo, nah, then fuck it.
That's what they assumed.
Yeah.
And they was I was just curious. Because I wasn't really familiar with exactly how it go. I thought he had outsourced some shit. But I wasn't sure.
Because at one point he did have a few people working for him.
Yeah.
And you don't really want that if you're on there.
No, not at that. I wouldn't have mind, but I was interested in hollering at him.
Because of the history.
He's an acquaintance. I don't get it, bro. But that's Vlad.
That would have been a good interview, though.
Yeah, it still will be a good interview whenever he figure it out.
He will.
We'll get to it. Yeah.
We'll get to it. But three things came up in that convo right there. One, I want to know, I've always wanted to know this, 40 Glock. When the game situation happened with him.